The good, the bad, and the ugly. When you heard those three words, how many of you thought that I was going to talk about Christina, Richard, and Nick? No, I'm not going to talk about those three. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly was the title of a movie made famous by Clint Eastwood many years ago. How many of you saw that movie? Yeah, I bought this DVD, but I never saw that movie. Never did. Because when I looked at the title, I felt that somehow it was a prejudiced movie, implying that good and bad people were superior to ugly people. I didn't like that. So I did some research, and I found out that there has been a worldwide conspiracy by the beauty industry to make millions and millions and millions of dollars, all at the expense of ugly people. I did some research further with the census, and you know that in America today, 1 out of 3 people are born ugly. You don't believe me, huh? 1 out of 3 born. All of you, I can see you don't believe me. Let's do a little experiment. All of you, look to your left. Okay, and then look to your right. Okay, now, all of you, Nate, all of you. If you don't see any ugly people around you, then you go home and look in the mirror. And you tell me what I say is true. You see, in spite of that, 1 out of 3 people born ugly. I've always wondered, you know, when a new baby is born, you ever see when a new baby is born? What's the first thing they say? Oh, your baby's so cute. No matter how your baby looks, it's always, your baby's so cute, right? Why? You think when Rick was born, you think his mom...
Red-faced.
I mean, nobody's gonna say, oh, Miss Stanley, oh, your baby's so ugly. It's always so cute. Why are they doing that? They're doing that because they're brainwashing the baby to think that if you're cute, people will like you. If you're cute, you're popular. So the baby's thinking, man, I gotta be cute. And then what happens is, in elementary school, the brainwashing takes another level, and they read you all these prejudice fairy tales like Beauty and the Beast and Cinderella, where the good people are beautiful and the bad people are ugly. And then when you're an adult, they take it one step further, and the media comes out with all of this propaganda about how you have to be beautiful. As People magazine puts on stuff like this, every year, the sexiest man alive. 20 years of the sexiest man alive. I looked through every 20 years. I couldn't find you in Why do we need stuff like that? And I ask you, how many of you, when you go to the bathroom, you wash your hands in the sink, and there's a mirror, right? Why is there a mirror when you're washing your hands? The mirror is there to remind you that you're ugly. You're washing your hands, and you say, why? Man, I'm kind of ugly, yeah. It's reminding you that you're ugly. So all of this is brainwashing in action. My fellow Americans, this has to stop. We need somebody who's going to be a champion to stand up for ugly rights. Who will that be? You and Michael? How about you, Nick? Who's going to be a champion for ugly people? Well, I'm going to sacrifice myself. And I will devote my time and be a champion for ugly people. You see, because many years ago, Christina, many years ago, I used to be ugly. And I feel your pain. going to champion for ugly rights. I'm going to start off, we're going to have a lawsuit. We're going to sue Mary Kay Cosmetics for giving all those free facials to people that didn't need a free facial. We're going to sue People Magazine. They're going to put out this kind of trash. They better put out the trash, you know, another magazine, The Ugliest Man Alive, so that me and Richard can have a chance in the magazine. You know, maybe someday we make these changes. Maybe somebody that doesn't look like Rick Perry can run for president. Maybe, you know, maybe they start voting for people like Ron Paul or something. Maybe someday we can have a TV show. Instead of lifestyles of the rich and ugly, we have a TV show, the lifestyles of the rich, rich and famous and ugly. And maybe someday the words of the Pledge of Allegiance will ring true. One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All the good, all the bad, and all the ugly.